Hi, Scorpio. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for November 2021. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you this month of November and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. And remember, some months your rising sign and your moon sign are going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, sometimes your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So you might want to check that out. This recording is for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising, and Scorpio Moon. I'm using the Tarot Mucha Tarot deck in these readings. And happy birthday to the Scorpios out there. I hope you have a fantastic solar return filled with many blessings. And also happy birthday to the November born Sagittarians as well. So all that being said, now on to your November 2021 Psychic Tarot reading. The first card you have, Scorpio, is the Emperor. And the Emperor can be a paternal figure that's crossed over to the other side, watching you, guiding you, and protecting you, and giving you ideas and inspirations that may feel like they're yours, but they could actually belong to the Emperor. This could also be a strong male figure in the living, a father, grandfather, great-grandfather, someone like a father figure to you, a stepfather, uncle, brother, husband, boyfriend, ex-husband, ex-boyfriend, a teacher, a mentor that's male. But sometimes the Emperor can come up as other things. You may have some understanding in November of some things that went on with your father, whether you knew him well or you didn't, whether he's living or deceased, whether you like him or you don't. You may have some kind of realization or better understanding of him or something about him or something that he went through. You may even be troubled where you feel like your father didn't show up for something for you. Maybe you had an important event or, something of importance to you and he didn't show up, or maybe he, skipped out on you when you were a kid. I don't know, but like not being there, being disappointed about him not being there for something important to you comes up here. Some of you may have had a father who's was determined to cause waves, and that could be waves within your family. That could be waves within his own life. That could be waves for your life specifically. So you have to think about, was your father trying to make waves in some one of those areas? Some of you may come to the realization that you have to hone your skills or sharpen your knowledge about something. It could be a career you're already in, or something to do with like law or finances, the financial world, cryptocurrency, legal things, or just your career, things that you do for work. You may feel like you need to gain more knowledge and insight. Like maybe you're going to think of taking classes. So you may not be doing it in November, but you may have the realization and come to the idea like, hey, I think I need to learn more information in those areas. You may also feel like there's some kind of authority figure that is kind of bearing down on you with pressure. So you may be feeling like an authority figure is pressuring you. This could be your boss. It could be a spouse. It could be a parent. I don't know who it is because it's a general reading, Scorpio. So you have to think about, where's this? And you may not view them as an authority figure. They're coming up as an authority figure to me. So, but you may feel like they're not really an authority figure. That's how they're coming up in the reading. There may be some authority figure or strong male figure in your life that's pretending to be something they're not, or they could be gaslighting you in some way. That's possible here. So the next card you have in your reading, Scorpio, is the Star. So this is spiritual blessings. You could have some kind of answered wish or answered prayer. The spirit guides around you, the angels, the divine source, the universe, whatever you believe in, could be hearing your wishes and desires and prayers, and you could be getting some kind of spiritual blessing. Some of you are going to work on something, build something, make something, or be working on something that's going to catapult you into the next stratosphere. So if you are like, in your field of career, whatever your career is, maybe you're working on something that in the next 6 to 9 months is going to really like catapult you into some kind of success, especially if you're writing something or inventing something but it could be just anything that you do for work or that you put your own, even if it's not your regular job. Maybe you're like one of those, I don't know what to call them, like people that work in their garage or in their basement with all these like really good ideas and build something or inventing something or making something. Whatever you're doing, wherever it is, this is going to catapult you into the next stratosphere in the next 6 to 9 months. Whatever you're working on now. So don't give up, even if it gets difficult or you feel like it's too hard or you don't know if you can really complete it. You should keep your nose to the grindstone and complete it because it is going to turn out well for you. You may even really think of specializing in something. Say you're a doctor. You may turn around and say, I don't want to do general medicine. I'm going to focus on the heart. I'm going to be a heart doctor. Or, you go to culinary school and you're learning how to be a chef and you're like, you know what? I'm going to specialize in being a pastry chef and not a chef for all, that kind of thing. You could be specializing in something. Some of you have some goal or dream that you've been wishing for, working on, thinking about, that gets realized for you in the month of February of 2022. It's like your knowledge is advancing, you're putting your knowledge and your expertise and your ingenuity to good use. And when the time's right, you're not going to keep it in the dark. You're going to let people know about it. You're not going to keep this to yourself. You're going to publicize it or let it be known that you made this discovery or you created this, whatever it is. And you're going to have a lot of help from the spirits around you, whether they're deceased loved ones or spirit guides or angels or a combination. You're getting a lot of help and like downloads and help and inspiration when you're asleep and when you're awake, coming to you from, like I said, the spirit realm around you. You may have tried something a while ago that you put off to the side or you forgot about it, that you bring back to the forefront now and work on it again or try it again, and it's going to work now. It's going to be successful. So if you try to build or create or make something or invent something or write something or do some project or job or thing that you wanted to create before and you were like, nah, things didn't work, it wasn't working, or you got distracted, you may bring that back into the forefront, and if you work on it now, it will work out for you. Now, you have a little weird card here, which is kind of weird after that because I see you moving forward with success and things like that, but here you have the Two of Swords, which could be a block, a stop, or a stalemate. You could also be being protective of yourself, being protective. You could have a decision you have to make, which could be a little difficult. Sometimes this card can indicate that. So we have to see why it's here for you, Scorpio. You know, I do feel like there's something you're trying to move forward on that somebody is like stopping you or blocking you. In some ways, some of you, which kind of feels a little bit like what I just said at the end of that last card, you may have to go back and there could be something you have to redo. So remember when I said you may have to go back and something that you couldn't finish before or didn't work out or you got distracted or things came up and you couldn't finish it and that you may bring it out and work on it again? I'm getting it here a little different bent on it. If you did something, you're creating something, you may now need to like go back and rework it and revise it right now to like bring it up to snuff so it can be completed to the level of what you want it to be. This could make sense for the next card that's coming up after it. If you do any kind of drinking or drugs or have any kind of addictive things going on for you, you may be really determined that you want to stop it, block it, and give it up. And it doesn't just, maybe you're like, I don't drink, I don't do drugs. Well, are you overeating? Do you overspend on your money? I mean, is there a relationship that you keep going back to over and over and over again that you really should walk away from? Like, those are all forms of addictions too, or gambling. You know, maybe it's not drugs or alcohol, but there is something here that feels like either you're making the decision to block it and not do it anymore, or you're tempted to do it, but you're making the decision you want to stop doing it. Some of you need to change your diet or something to do with your exercise program or routine or a combination of the two. You know, in some cases, Scorpio, you've given too many people too much of the benefit of the doubt, and it has haunted you or come back to bite you in the butt. There's people, I don't even mean just recently. This could have been going on for years, but it's coming up here in this reading like you've given too many people the benefit of the doubt, and it's bitten you in the butt in some way. So it's coming up in this reading either because you're realizing it or because it could still be going on right now. And you kind of have to be careful, Scorpio. Hold your ground and keep your secrets or what inventions you're doing or what you're working on close to your vest. Don't let too many people know about what you're working on or what you're doing yet. It's not time to let that cat out of the bag. So the card you have next is the Devil, and this is why I said, oh, weird, what came up about possible addictions or wanting to quit or whatever. You have the Devil here. Now, the Devil is being addicted to, trapped and bound to an unhealthy relationship. It could also be addicted to, or trapped or bound or addicted to an unhealthy situation. It could also indicate being addicted to any substances, or somebody you're connected to could be have some kind of addiction. And it's kind of like, Scorpio, I feel like you need to choose the right path, because I feel like you're kind of concerned or fearful of that right now. Like you don't want to get lost or go down the wrong path. And in some ways, I feel, Scorpio, like you feel overburdened because you're trying to heal something that's happened to you. Could be physical ailment, mental, emotional, spiritual, could be a combination. Or it could be somebody you're connected to, you're trying to help them heal. But I feel like you may feel like it's tiresome, exhausting, a struggle to you. You may even be coming to some kind of conclusions in November, that and you may have already come to the conclusion that you're dealing with some situation or person that may have bipolar disorder or tendencies, or a situation maybe feels that way. And it may be causing you like calamity, upset. You may not feel like dealing with it. And they may not be diagnosed with it. You know, it could be maybe you have a friend that's like, oh, they're your friend. No, now they're not your friend. Oh, they love you to death. Oh, they're not talking to you. Oh, you know, or a significant other that acts that way, or, you know, coworkers or your boss. Like, but it comes up like dealing with dichotomy, like, oh, love you 1 minute, not talking to you the next. Oh, wants to hang out with you 1 minute. Oh, don't talk to you for 3 weeks. Like that kind of, or like they're really happy and then they're really angry. And you can be feeling this way in yourself, but I feel like it's somebody you are dealing with, and you may want to say something, or you may feel you want to make changes in your life or in the relationship in some way. And you may be like going on some kind of like internal fight with yourself where you're going round and round and round about this. Like, what do I do? What do I do about this person? Am I still going to stay friends with them, or am I still going to be married to them, or am I still going to, you know, talk to them? I mean, whoever it is for you, you may be like, I don't know, going around in circles about them. So your last card for November, Scorpio, is the Chariot, which is a card that can symbolize change. It could also mean that you're being pulled in two different directions. It could be having to make a choice and you feel pulled in two different directions. This could sometimes indicate long distance travel. Some people say this is success. It's like, I feel that Scorpios are thinking about or giving concerted effort to wanting to build something on a strong foundation. And that could be your life. It could be a literal home. It could be a business. It could be some other type of situation or relationship that you want to build something. It could be your career. You want to build something on a strong foundation. And I feel like Scorpios are kind of getting nerve-wracked by people out in the world that are thwarting their progress or being mean or too much, like, you know, back and forth behavior, like I said in the Devil card, or like, I feel like, so somehow this is like disrupting your, I want to build something on a strong foundation. Some of you Scorpios are going to not put up with being refused to access something. So if it's like you want to access somebody's medical records because you have a question about why they really passed away, or somebody's records of some sort, or legal records, or somebody's, or something to do with your kids, and you're not getting access to that information, or something you're not getting access to, you're not going to have it. If you're getting blocked, and look, you had this card of something could be blocked earlier on in your reading. Through this card, I'm getting, you're not having it. You're going to, you know, make waves, make a stink, put your foot down, go through whatever channels you need to get that access of whatever this is for Scorpio, because it's not going to be the same thing for all of you. I do feel like whatever this is you want to get access to, I do feel like you will get access to it, but not necessarily in November. It may take a little time. I feel that there's some of you, and some of you Scorpios may say, I don't care about that. But I get some of you want some kind of public advancement. So that could be like if you have a video platform on one of the, you know, like you have a channel on one of the video platforms out there, or in some other way, politics, or some other in some other format. If you do any work, written work, creative work, whatever it is, you're going to sell a lot of it. You're going to do well with sales. If you sell anything, especially if you own your own business, or you make your own creations, or you do writing. Writing comes up for you a couple of times in this reading. Or maybe you have a online business and you sell products that other people have made, but you supply, you're the supplier of certain products that people want. Like, I'm going to use this as an example. Maybe you sell hair care products. Well, you're not manufacturing them, but you have a website and you're getting them wholesale, and then you're turning around and selling them to people on the internet. That's an example. But it could be anything you sell, things you create or not. Maybe you're a great baker and you make all these great pastries and cakes and pies and things and whatnot, or you make gluten-free and sugar-free and all that. And you may start a little business and you're going to sell that stuff like hotcakes. So, sales are going to be very good for Scorpios in November and December. And I feel like even going forward, at least until April, I feel like from November to April and maybe even past that. So the best gemstone crystal I got for Scorpios to work with, use, and wear for the month of November 2021, you got aquamarine. And there's a helicopter flying by. Sorry if you hear that in the background. Sorry. Had a lot of military helicopters flying around this island recently, so don't know what that's all about. So you got aquamarine. So aquamarine is a good cleansing stone. It evokes relaxation and calm. It reduces stress and calms the mind. It's associated with trusting and letting go. It can invoke tolerance of others and helps overcome judgmentalism. Aquamarine has an affinity with sensitive people. It's going to be a stone that's going to kind of relax you and put you in a state where it allows you to be you. You're not going to, if you're a Scorpio that feels like, oh, I got to censor myself at work, or I got to censor myself with dealing with these people or dealing with that, you wear this stone or meditate with this stone, it's going to help relax you and let you be you. This is also going to be a stone that's going to help you get over the adverse effects about being angry or being around other people that are angry. So if you have a tenuous situation at work or in family situations that either make you angry or they're angry or both, this is a good stone to help mitigate anger coming at you or in you. It's also a stone that's going to help you with, when you need to work on something intensively with diligence. It's going to help you to be diligent. And when I say work with this stone, it means put it on your third eye chakra, your throat chakra, or your heart chakra. It can also be wear it as a beaded bracelet, a pendant, or sleep with it under your pillow, put it in your pocket. Whenever the stone touches your skin, you get the most energy from it. And based on what information I looked up about the stone and what my spirit guides just said for you, I do feel that aquamarine is a good gemstone for Scorpios to work with, use, and wear in this month of November of 2021. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense.
As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And if you like this video, please click like and share it with those with whom you may feel would benefit from my psychic readings. I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my channel, and please check to see that you're still subscribed, because sometimes I hear from viewers that YouTube has unsubscribed them. And click on that notification bell when you do subscribe so you'll get notified when I upload my videos to YouTube. Now, if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides that you're not going to see here, you could get the special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand pages and the most recent video series that I record. I always post those links down below in the description box. These video links are also available on my website, theluckymermaid.com, and you just go to that videos page and you can read what the topic of the reading is for, what divination tools I've used, and how long the predictions go out for. And you just click on the zodiac sign you want and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. Now, in these videos, I focus on very specific topics using a variety of divination tools. The most recent video series I've recorded in the links down below is going to be, first off, my psychic crystal readings for November 2021 for each sign of the zodiac. When I stop each video and stop the recording for your sign, I then go on and do an extended reading in the crystal. So you might want to check that out. I also have October psychic crystal link down below also, because these predictions, as in the tarot cards, they can happen for people at different times because you don't all have the same birth chart. So timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. So my most recent video series I recorded after the, next in line to the crystal readings is my full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, November 2021, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings. Those predictions go out for 6 months. I pulled 4 tarot cards. The first card is what's ending for you. The second is what's beginning. The third card is your blessing. And the fourth card is what is your karmic lesson. Then I look into my crystal in the video, and then I go on to pull a Wisdom of Avalon oracle card for each sign and a gemstone crystal for each zodiac sign to see what's the best gemstone crystal for you to work with where over the next 3 to 6 months. My Uranus retrograde in Taurus psychic tarot readings, they go from August of 2021 until January of 2022. The first card is what's your challenge during this Uranus retrograde in Taurus? What is the changes that will come for you? What's the blessings and what is the outcomes for you? Next, my 7-card Horseshoe psychic tarot spread, psychic tarot reading for each sign of the zodiac, where I used 7 cards, and the first card is going to be what's your past influences. Second card is what's your present, what's going on in the present. The third card will be hidden influences. The fourth card is obstacles. The fifth card is what is the outside influence affecting your sign. And the sixth card is suggestions from the spirit guides to solve some things going on or that would be helpful for you to know. And the seventh card is the outcome. My angels, ancestors, and ascended masters psychic oracle card readings for these changing times. I'm using 4 angel-based oracle cards in those readings, and I found them to be quite unique. Whenever I do angel cards, the messages are quite, I don't want to say they're totally different than the tarot, but they are, I don't know if I want to say bigger messages, or they deal with like a lot of different themes internally, what's going on in you, and maybe about your past psychologies or psychologies that are affecting you, what's to come. Many people have found them interesting, so you might as well, if you didn't check them out yet, you might want to. My Saturn in Aquarius psychic tarot and crystal readings for 3 years, from December of 2020 until March of 2023. So we're in the thick of this Saturn in Aquarius. So if you want to see how it affects your sun sign or your rising sign, you might want to check those out. My mid-year psychic tarot readings for 2021, Those predictions are still happening. We're still in that time frame because I recorded them, I believe, in June, and they go until the end of this year of 2021. Also, my mid-year love update for 2021, Psychic Tarot, Crystal, and Oracle card readings, those predictions, I think I did those in July, and they go out until, they definitely went until the end of this year, and I think in some of the signs, it even went a little bit past that. Now, if you, also my career and finance Psychic Tarot and Crystal readings, those predictions went out 12 to 18 months in time, and they go all the way, I believe, until November of 2023, or 2. Maybe it was November of 2022. And then if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides you're not going to see here, you can follow me on my social media pages at The Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook and The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. I usually do those in writing. Once in a while I'll do a video, but I prefer to write those. I do so many videos on YouTube and on Vimeo that I kind of like to be able to write down the predictions for a change. And they're usually 5 paragraphs long. Now, some people ask me, well, what sign is this for? If you feel compelled to go look at it, in those 5 paragraphs, there's a lot of messages and predictions in there. I believe for most people that go there, they find something resonates with them, maybe the whole entire message of that tarot card or crystal or oracle card that I've used, or parts of it make sense to them. So I hope you'll check those out. And I just want to say here, I know you guys are probably tired of me saying it, but I'm tired of it happening weekly. It's weekly. Sometimes it's daily. There is, I don't know if it's one account or a couple that are fraudulent, and they keep downloading my pictures on Instagram, and they keep making accounts that look exactly like they're me, and then they follow my followers on Instagram, and then they'll later on proceed to solicit you for a reading to see if you want a psychic reading. Please know this is not me. They have misspelled my name, or misspelled Lucky, or Mermaid, or added a dot, or an underscore, or some weird thing at the end of the thing. It's not me. I don't contact any of my followers on Instagram. I don't follow. I may follow 1 or 2 in the beginning, I think I did, but generally I don't follow my followers on Instagram, and I'm certainly not contacting anyone on social media to see if they would like a private reading. If you're getting a contact like that, you need to report them to Instagram and block them. I cannot do it because they block me, so I can't see them. So the only way it gets stopped and that you don't get scammed is if when it happens to you, you report this account and block them. I cannot answer everybody that DMs me. Many people DM me, and I appreciate it because then I know what's going on. But the problem is, if I can't see their account with my own eyes and go to it because they've blocked me, I can't report them. So please block and report them. I'm hoping one day this will stop. I seem to be on their radar for some reason. They really want to work over my followers. I don't know why, but you guys get really targeted from these fraudulent accounts. This is identity theft and fraud, and I'm really shocked that they can just keep getting away with it. I don't really know how to stop it. I've reported them when they don't block me, but when they block me, I can't. And I don't know. There's probably no legal recourse, or else they wouldn't keep doing it. So sorry to bring that up again, but it just keeps right on happening. So another thing I want to add here is thank you so much to those of you who have been very kind and generous and donated to my channel. I do truly appreciate it. It does help a lot. And if you would like to donate to my channel, there is a donation link down below. All the video series I've mentioned in the description box, And if you want to make a donation, you can click on that and it's connected to PayPal. So I hope you all have absolutely phenomenal energy and blessings that come to you this month of November 2021. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.